How do we even get here? How many horrible missteps does one company have to take before they realize they have a problem? Too many. That's the answer. And now 3 studios will pay the price for the disgusting mismanagement of WB Games. This is just another example of why so many people are running for the hills when it comes to AAA gaming. I'm gutted because WB Studios just flushed Monolith Productions down the toilet. And with it, yes, the Wonder Woman game that they've been working on for quite a while, but more devastating, at least to me, the Nemesis System. What a waste. WB Games has no business being in the industry anymore. I mean, what the are they even doing? How do you go from the Arkham games to Suicide Squad kills the Justice League? My God.
Long live the king.
How the do you have insanely profitable IP like the Lego games, like any DC hero, Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and you still lose money? I'm baffled. I just don't understand it. As you can tell, I'm fired up, so Jesus Christ. Let me take a breath. Okay, we're going to get into the issue here, but before we do, hit that subscribe button. As a small YouTube channel, it means the world to me, and we're well on our way to getting that coveted 1,000 subscriber mark. So please help out, do your part, be one of the OG supporters. Okay, enough of that. Let's read the article. So this is from Jay Peters over at The Verge. Warner Bros. Discovery is making even more big changes to its troubled gaming efforts. As reported by Bloomberg, the company's gaming division is canceling the Wonder Woman game announced in 2021 and shutting down 3 studios. Wonder Woman developer Monolith Productions, multiversus developer Player First Games, and Warner Bros. Games San Diego. WBD confirmed the changes in a statement to Kotaku's Ethan Gosh. We have had to make some very difficult decisions to structure our development studios and investments around building the best games possible with our key franchises: Harry Potter, Mortal Kombat, DC, and Game of Thrones. What the have they done with Game of Thrones besides some stupid ass mobile game? According to the statement, after careful consideration, we are closing 3 of our development studios: Monolith Productions, Player First Games, and Warner Bros. Games San Diego. This is a strategic change in direction and not a reflection of these teams or the talent that consists within them. As for why Wonder Woman is being canceled, our hope was to give players and fans the highest quality experience possible for the iconic character, and unfortunately, this is no longer possible within our strategic priorities. AKA, they don't want to pay for it anymore, they think it's going to flop, and they are cutting their losses early. The statement says, "This is another tough decision as we recognize Monolith's storied history of delivering epic fan experiences through amazing games." Do you though? Do you actually recognize the legacy of Monolith Productions? Because I don't think you would be doing this if you did. Warner Bros. Discovery says in the statement that it remains focused on and excited about getting back to producing high-quality games for our passionate fans, and developed by our world-class studios, and getting our games business back to profitability and growth in 2025 and beyond. You think you're going to have any fans left to sell games to? Oh my God, that's hilarious. Again, how was it not profitable with the IP that you have? It's a layup. Every single one of those IPs is just a layup. Lego Batman. Jesus Christ. Man, I am so bummed to be losing the incredible Nemesis System before it even really got to have its heyday. Dude, I'm telling you, the AAA gaming industry is going to collapse. This is just another domino in that chain. They say they're streamlining for profit's sake, but honestly, as consumers, we just want good games. And if you can't deliver that, well, then we'll go somewhere else to find them. I mean, open your eyes. That's already happening. Just look at what people are actually playing instead of the garbage that you've been pumping out. KCD 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Black Myth Wukong, hell, Balatro, and Animal Well. Okay, the Nemesis System. Let's talk about it. If you've never heard about it, it's so freaking cool. It was introduced back in 2014 with Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, which was an amazing game. Honestly, it might be the last great Lord of the Rings IP we got. Anyways, it was a system that allowed enemies to remember combats, remember certain instances, and then evolve on that, both with and without player interaction. So, for example, two orcs could have a beef and one of them beats the other one, and then they now rise up the ranks and kind of take their place of power. Or you as the player character could defeat an orc by, I don't know, burning them. And then the next time you face this orc, they're going to be afraid of fire.
I'm not staying around for this! Another day!
And it would work the other way too. If an orc defeated you in battle, they would remember that. And then they would level up and they'd gain more reputation amongst their orc bros. And then the next time that you fought them, they would remember that and they would call it out.
Is this some kind of joke? I killed you already.
It created all of these like little micro stories within the big, larger story of the game. It was a incredibly cool and innovative way to play against enemies in a game. And God, I loved it. And the best part, you would talk to your friends who had played the same game and they would tell you wildly different stories. Like what happened to them was unique compared to what happened to you. It was incredible. If I'm being honest, in my books, that's what made those Middle-earth Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor games so memorable. It's really a shame that the Nemesis system only ever got to live in those two games, because I think the use cases for where the Nemesis system would work out are plentiful. Or in other words, I think a lot of other games could have leveraged this in their game. I mean, top of mind, I think Ghost of Tsushima could have used this in their game. Would have really helped sell this like folk hero taking on these Mongol invaders. I mean, Jesus, WB, I don't want to do your job for you. But if you're struggling so badly for money, I've got a little idea for you. Why don't you package up the Nemesis system real nice, give it all the bells and whistles, wrap it all up nicely, put a bow on it, go shop it around, maybe a license deal, or hell, sell it outright to somebody who knows what they have on their hands. I'm not saying it's that simple or it's that easy, but damn, anything is better than what you're currently doing. It really seems that WB Games is banking on the success of the Hogwarts Legacy 2, the Harry Potter game, but a lot can change. The first game sold like crazy despite all of the J.K. Rowling controversies. But is it going to survive whatever controversies is bound to happen with the new live action show that's going to be on HBO? Maybe, probably. I hope for the sake of Avalanche that it does. But man, how shitty would it be to know you're in bed with the devil? A devil who will behave recklessly and never pay the consequences for it. Everyone else will fall for them. Woof. Well, RIP to the Nemesis system. You will be gone, but you will not be forgotten. You will become a relic in the halls of gaming legend. Every old head gamer will look back on you fondly and whisper a prayer to the old gods, a prayer of hope, a prayer that gaming can once again find its soul. Ugh. As always, stay skeptical, fight the power. Peace.